Besties, welcome to today's Big Brother Over the Top updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is Haley Milne. What's up? Hope you're having a great day. And if you guys want to be house guest today, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. We appreciate your support. Alright, so yesterday we had more of Chrissy and Jason bitching about Justin. They're all, he's done nothing in the game. He isn't really our friend. He had everything handed to him in life. Okay, like the first two, fine, but how do you know that he's had everything handed to him in life? What? That seems a little ridiculous. But anyway, they were also saying, like, we should have kept Whitney instead of him in the double eviction. Like, she would have been grateful to be here. She wouldn't have been, like this. So, they're not feeling it right now. But Chrissy was finally like, I can't take this anymore. So she starts laying into Justin about his recent behavior. If you want to flash back, it was about 2:17 p.m., cameras 3 and 4. And she was like, you really made everyone feel like shit on Thanksgiving. And he was just like, I wanted to be by myself. And she says, well, you didn't help with anything. You didn't help us cook or anything. You're the freaking chef in the house. I had to prepare your mother's turkey recipe. That was for you. And he's like, yeah, you did a good job. And she was like, well, you didn't participate at all. Like, you didn't help us clean up or anything. Like, you were barely hanging out with us. And she's saying, we've been trying to build a friendship with you this whole time, like, outside of the game. And he's just like, well, I'm over it. Like, I'm here to win. So then Chrissy is telling him, like, all the ways that she's helped him in the game and been a friend to him. And he keeps saying, like, I wanted to be alone. I already know. And he's saying, like, I'm here to win. So Chrissy gets frustrated, she starts crying, and then she's yelling, and she's like, you don't give an F about any of us, and you didn't even talk to any of us when you were eating at the table, and then you just got up and left. And Justin just keeps saying over and over, like, I wanted to be alone, and Chrissy is upset. She is crying. They're not even looking at each other. Like, they were both in the Tokyo room, just like each one of them lying on a different bed, and just like, ah! So it was really crazy. But this continued for quite a while. I mean, she was just going at him, and he was just like, I wanted to be alone. I wanted to be alone. I wanted to be alone. And she's just like, you effing hate us! So finally, Justin gets up and goes to the kitchen, and Morgan was in the kitchen. She could actually hear Chrissy, like, try to set Justin straight, and she was like, yes, yes. So then Justin gets into the kitchen, and Morgan's like, in Chrissy's defense, and Justin snaps back, he's like, don't talk to me right now. So he goes outside, he starts talking to himself, and he's pissed that people keep trying to downplay what he's done in this game, because Chrissy kept telling him, like, we, meaning her and Jason, have helped him out so much. I'm so upset. Have helped him out so much in this game. And he's not acknowledging that. And she was also saying that he is just here to be on the show and, like, to get followers or whatever. And he's like, you don't know my life? You don't know why I'm here? Like, what the hell? So he's really upset about that. So a little while later, he apologizes to Morgan, and then he starts venting to her, and he's trying to justify his behavior. It's like the same thing that we've heard. And then, of course, Chrissy is filling in Jason on what happened, and he's just like, Justin sucks. Alright, he said more than that, but you know. So then, a little while later, Justin and Jason are talking from different rooms. You know, it's a really meaningful conversation when it's had between two different rooms. So if you want to flash back to this, go to 4:13 p.m., cameras 3 and 4 again. So for this, Justin was in the kitchen, Jason was in the bathroom area, and Justin's like, I just want you to know, like, I'm not mad at you. And Jason's like, well, you've barely spoken to me since I said that I was going to bring Chrissy to the end. And Justin's like, yeah, well, there's nothing that you guys can do now to help me. And that just sounds awful. Like, I know what he's saying, that, like, it's up to him to win this competition now, but the way it came out, it sounded like, you can't do anything for me now, so I don't want to talk to you. And that's definitely how Jason and Chrissy are taking it. So Jason's like, we helped you this whole time, and then you were like, suck it, I'm the best. And Justin's like, I never said that. I've got no ill will towards you guys. I gotta stay focused now. I got tunnel vision. So then Jason brings up, like, you didn't even want to share your letter with me. Like, you read it to Chrissy and Morgan, but you wouldn't share it with me. Like, what's that all about? So then Chrissy jumps in on that. Justin is getting annoyed again, so he's like, I don't need to talk to you guys right now. I don't have to pretend anymore. Ouch! That is messed up. Alright, so then they had the live DRs last night. No big surprises here. Jason and Chrissy were talking about how they're upset with Justin and the way he's acting. Morgan and Justin were both saying that they hope they win the final competition. That's their ticket to the final 3. And then we had a little Justin monologue last night. He was talking about what he wants to do after the show, and he was saying that he wants to use the money to like set up these free seminars for kids in New Orleans to learn how to fish, keep them out of trouble. That's great. But then he was like talking about life in general, life in New Orleans, and like how difficult it's been. And I don't know if this was like a campaign or like what, but I mean it seemed pretty genuine, I think. But anyway, today they had the game-changing ceremony. So they all gather in the living room. Jason reads the card from Big Brother, and basically it's like, yo, I secured my spot in the final 3 by winning the last HOH competition, so now I get to pick one person to join me, and he chooses Chrissy. He's like, I want to make this decision based on like who I think I have a good shot against, but also like loyalty, so Chrissy, and she's just like, thanks, Jason. Okay, so then, because of that, Morgan and Justin will be competing against each other for the final spot, and I believe that competition will be on Tuesday afternoon, so we've got a little while to wait. But then after the ceremony was over, Jason and Justin went back to sleep, and Chrissy and Morgan have been chatting in the kitchen ever since. Chrissy's got a brand new person to tell all of her stories to now because Morgan hasn't really heard them yet. Woo! Alright, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Justin is being unreasonable, or would you act that way too? Let me know in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.